All right. Let's do this. My name is Kayo, and I am from beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I always took photos, but it was more about just archiving, special holidays, vacations, things like that, food. And only just as I was graduating university, I realized that I was doing an English literature major, as well as really heavily into music. And I used music and writing as a form of communication. And then I realized that with photography, it's more than just archiving and documenting. You can actually express yourself through your photography. And so it was like a click. I actually abandoned English literature. I wanted to be a teacher. I abandoned music in terms of a career, and I completely hyper-focused on photography as my chosen medium to express myself as an artist. And so when I was in Hong Kong a few years ago, I loved the neon signs. And I was documenting the neon signs and photographing them in a very cinematic way because I don't want just like a real estate photo of a sign or like a Google Maps photo. I wanted something really cool, make it look like my favorite movies, like Wong Kar-wai, director, In the Mood for Love, Chungking Express, in that style. But then I realized that people were telling me, these signs are being removed. The government doesn't like these big overhanging signs because if a typhoon comes through, the sign can fall down. So some of the beautiful signs were being removed, and some of them I had captured years earlier. So I started this project called Hong Kong Neon, where I'm documenting the signs of Hong Kong as they're slowly being removed. It's like a race between me trying to document and the government removing the signs. And luckily, I started the project using film. I was using CineStill 800T and using Leica cameras. Well, this is not a film one, here we go. Leica cameras like this, and this actually is the main camera, the M7 that I've been documenting it with. And neon signs is like an inert gas, it's organic. Film is analog, it's organic. So it made sense to match documenting these signs using an analog medium. And so moving forward, I think I'm gonna be more thematic with my photos. Of course, I'll continue archiving and documenting things that just kind of catch my eye. So right now it's Hong Kong Neon, but moving forward, who knows? There may be something else that will catch my eye and realize that I think this deserves to be a photo book or a magazine. My first Prime 28 was a Ricoh GR1 film camera. I bought it for my honeymoon. And I started taking it along with me on my wedding shoots when I had wedding jobs. And I realized that I like the closeness that you have to, of course, when you're doing weddings, they're your clients, so of course, you're close to them. But I'm typically a street photographer. I identify myself as mainly a street photographer when it comes to my art style, aesthetically. And if we go to the extreme, like a 200 millimeter, that's kind of like paparazzi, right? You could tell you're not close to the subject. You could tell you're across the street. So that's the opposite extreme. And if you're shooting with like a fisheye, it's just, you're way too close. And so for me, a 28 is the right balance between subject and environment. It's the right kind of closeness. So if you notice someone maybe 10, 15 feet away, you can still capture them with a 28. If you have a 50, if you notice them at 10, 15 feet away, it's already too late. I would say for me, it won't disappear. I think just like records, they said it would disappear and it just recycled itself. And it's almost like saying, what would music be like in 20 years? Well, music is music. The way that it's delivered might change. And so who knows what is beyond the current digital? Like the next level AI, who knows what it is? But as long as artists use photography as a medium of expression, it doesn't matter how it evolves. I don't care, because I'm not a hardcore analog photographer. I mean, to me, this is what I grew up with. So there's a sense of nostalgia, but there's an aesthetic to film that you have to work the files to make digital look like film. And so however it changes, however it moves on, I'm ready for it. I'm excited. Whatever the next 5, 10, 20 years is, it makes no difference to me. I'm gonna keep on shooting wherever the technology leads me.